Hey Pokemon fans, join me as I talk about who the starters may be in Pokemon Legends ZA. There hasn't been a single trailer about Legends ZA in months. Well, that's because they're hiring new people to help, especially with making the new game Pokemon Legends ZA. But it's left us all wondering about the contents of the game. There's been complete radio silence from Game Freak and Nintendo. We're just sitting here looking at news and opinions from other YouTubers. And honestly, it's a bit frustrating, guys. I'm used to getting hyped up about new Pokemon games, aren't you guys? But this time around, it's just crickets. But despite the lack of information, I think we can use some educated guesses about the starters. I mean, we've kind of been through the process before, right? We've been through the patterns and the trends. We can use that knowledge to our advantage. So let's dive in and see if we can figure out who the starters might be in Pokemon Legends ZA. So first, I think we can go ahead and take Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott out because they were the starters of the last Legends game. So I think it's very unlikely that any of these guys would be the starters for this Legends game. You know what I mean? So I think this would be obvious to everyone, but I just want to say that I think Gen 9 is definitely out of the picture in ZA because they're the very recent new gen and they were just out in Scarlet and Violet, so I don't think that's happening. It's also highly unlikely they're gonna have any Mega Evolve starters, so like these guys, even though Charizard already has 2 Mega Evolutions and about to be 3. So Gen 1 and Gen 3 are out. I also don't think the Kalos region is going to make it in there as starters for some odd reason. I don't think they are. And bro, they're not bringing Battle Bomb back with Greninja. So now these are our options. So let's start with the grass starters. So I think since Game Freak is hiring new people to make this game, I think they're trying to make this like one of the best Pokemon games in Game Freak. So I think we got to go over how good Chikorita's stats are. So let's dive into it. Alright, so according to this picture in a website that I will link in the description, Chikorita evolves into Bayleaf at level 16 and then Meganium at level 32. So I would say that the higher levels they are, the more stronger they are. So if Chikorita is only level 16 to evolve, it's not going to be that strong to evolve. And then when it evolved into his last type, 32 isn't that really that stronger. So, yeah. And Chikorita's abilities are Overgrow, Leaf Guard, and Overgrow. So I don't really know how that digs into how strong Chikorita is, but depending on how good the moves are, then it kind of relates into it. So these are Chikorita's stats. So her EV yield, I don't know what that is 1 speed, which doesn't look very good to me. His cat trait is 45. 4.9% with Pokeball, okay. Base friendship is 50, which is normal. Base EXP, which is 64, which is okay, I guess. And growth rate is medium slow. So I think that's like when Chikorita grows and evolves, she becomes a little slower. So that's not very good. Now let's look at Chikorita's base stats. So Her HP is 45, the minimum is 200, and the max is 294. Not bad. I think. Attack 49, which is kind of bad, but like for a level 1 or for a level 1 evolution starter, I guess it's not bad. Minimum 92, max 216. Okay, defense 65, which is a little better. Okay, defense. Min 121, max 251. Okay, speed of attack 49, which again, it's attack as well, so I guess that's kind of the same. The min is 92, the max is 260. 216, just like attack. Defense 65, 85, 207. Speed is 45, which isn't that good, oh, I see, okay. And the total is 318. Okay, not bad, but not good. Next up, we're gonna be looking at Turtwig's stats. Okay, so in like normal games, Turtwig evolved in the ground at level 18, which is a little better than Chikorita, but still not really as good. And then it evolved into Torterra at level 32, which is the same when Bailey evolves into Meganium. So, kind of the same, but not much. But technically, they're the same. Okay, now let's look at his base stats. So his HP is 55, which is a little, like, 10 better than Chikorita. Attack is 68. Okay, that's a lot better too. Defense is 64. Chikorita's attack defense is more, but just by like 1. His speed of attack is 45, which it can do better. Its defense is 55, okay, and its speed is 31. That's a little better, but yeah. And the total is still 38, which is the same as Chikorita. Turtwig's special abilities are Overgrow and Shell Armor. So a little bit more defense because of Shell Armor. A little more defense than Chikorita, but Overgrow stays the same. So I looked at the training firsthand, and it looks like they're like the exact same as Chikorita's. The EV yield is 1, capture rate 45, base friendship is 50, which is normal. Base 64, and the growth rate is medium slow, which is like the exact same stuff as Chikorita. So now we got Grookey. Let's do Grookey's stats. So according to this, in the games, Grookey evolved to Thwackey at level 16, which is the same as Chikorita, but Thwackey evolves to Rillaboom at level 35, which is a little better. And now we've got Grookey's base stats. So his HP is 50, which is 5 higher than Chikorita, but 5 less than Turtwig. Min 210, max 304, attack is 65, which is the same. Defense 50, okay, same as HP, so that's kind of good, I guess. Attack is 40, which isn't that better. Defense is 40 as well, so that's pretty much good. Speed and attack are both 65, which is good. But the total is 310, which isn't as good as Turtwig and Chikorita. So again, just like Turtwig and Chikorita, the training is the same, but the base XP is a little lower. Because their base XP was 64, while Grookey's is 62, which is a little badder. And Grookey's abilities, secret abilities, are Overgrow and Grassy Surge. Cool. Now we've got Snivy's, and then we'll see whose, like, stats was better, and then we'll go with them for the grass starter. So as you can see, Snivy, or like in the game, Snivy evolves to Servine at level 17, which, okay, is better, and then Superior at level 36, which is better in all, I guess. So, Snivy, the HP is 45, okay. 200, 294, which is the max, okay. Attack, 45, which is the same as the HP, so I guess that makes sense. 85 and 207, not as good, but, well, it's the attack, so, I don't know. Defense is 55, which is a better. Speed is 45, which is the same as the regular attack and the HP, okay. Defense, 55, makes sense. Speed, defense, same thing. And speed is 63, which is the biggest one. Okay. And the total is 3 out of 8. So now we have Snivy training. 1 speed, catch rate 45, okay. Base friendship 50, so that's normal. Base XP 62, and growth rate is medium slow. She is really fast though, so yeah. So Snivy's abilities are Contrary, which is a hidden ability, so that's good, and then Overgood, just like everyone else. So now let's go over their design. So I can see Snivy in a Legends game with like the design of it. Grookey, not so much. Turtwig, maybe. And Chikorita, it's possible, but like Meganium, I don't know exactly. But yeah, I'll go over the stats and see who's capable. 30 hours later. So I do think Snivy's gonna be in the Legends ZA game because overall it's like with the base stats, it's not the best one. Its speed is very good. Its design looks awesome, so I think that's mostly why I can see it in the Legends ZA game. Cool. Okay, so I thought I would never get to this moment, but now we are on with our water starters. Sobble, Poplio, Totodile, and Piplup. So the one I think has the least chance here, honestly, it may be Poplio, but we'll look at their stats and their design and see who it may be. So let's start with Sobble. So Sobble's special abilities are Torrent, which honestly, to me, kind of sounds like a Ghost type move or a Dark type move, and then Sniper, which is an awesome move that Inteleon has. Okay, so first, I just want to say Sobble's design looks awesome. It really does. And then, so Sobble evolves into Drizzile at level 16, okay, which is pretty much the same as all the grass starters. And then evolves to Inteleon at level 35. Okay, not bad. Okay, his base chart looks off the charts. Like, not off the charts, but like his speed, attack, and speed are really good. Look really good. So his HP is 50, okay, which is normal, average. Attack is 40, not the best. Defense is also 40, okay. His speed of attack is 70, which is really good. His speed defense is 40. I would be suggesting it would be the same as speed attack, but I guess not. And then the regular speed is 70. So then the total is 310. That looks awesome. So now we're on Sobble's training. So dang, his EV yield. This is really different from the grass starters. Not that much, but Sobble has a 1 speed and a 1 speed defense. which is the defense part is new, and the catch rate is 45, so the same as Snivy. The base friendship is normal, as it should be. Base XP is 62, and the growth rate is medium slow, as all the other starters are. Okay, next we got Piplup. Let's look at his special abilities. So for the games, Piplup evolves into Purplup at level 16, which is good. And then evolves into Polion at level 36. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, now here are Piplup's base stats. Her HP and defense are the same with 53. Okay. Her HP on the min and max side, her HP is a little higher though. Her attack is 51, okay, but her speed of attack is 10 points higher with 61. Her speed defense is 56, okay, not bad, and her speed is 40. Not great with the speed. And then total is 314. Okay, nice. Okay, so Piplup's training. This is her training. Her EV yield is 1 speed of attack. Okay. Her catch rate is 45 as usual. Her base friendship is the same as everyone else, normal. Her speed XP is 63 and her growth rate is the same as everyone else, medium slow. Okay. So her special abilities are Torrent, which okay, that's good. And then Defiant, which I'm guessing is some kind of defensive move, which is one of her hidden abilities. So that's really good. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna do Pablo, which again I don't think really has much of a chance at all, but we'll still see what her stats are. Okay, so Pablo evolves into Briani. I don't know how to pronounce that, at level 17, and then evolves into Primarina at level 34. Okay, that's not as good, I would say. Okay, so her HP is 50, normal, okay. And her attack and defense are the same with 47. Or, 47. 54. Her speed of attack is 66, so that's a lot better. Speed defense is 56. And her speed is 40, which is not very good. But her total is 320, which is the highest in all the starters we've gone through so far. And we're not going to do their training anymore, because up to this time, it's pretty much all been the same. So, we're just not going to do the training anymore. So, next we've got Totodile. So, Totodile evolves into Krognar at level 18, and then level for Alligator at level 30. So, when Totodile evolves into Krognar, it's a little better than all the other starters, but when it evolves into for Alligator, not much. Not so much. So, base stats, his HP is 50, normal again. His attack is 64, while his defense is... Or, no, his attack is 65, while his defense is 64. So, pretty much the same. His speed of attack is 44, which isn't as good as the speed. So, I wouldn't expect he's really fast. And also because his regular speed is 43, and his speed of defense is 48, so those aren't that good. And his total is 314, which is between all the guys that we've reviewed so far. So his special abilities are Torrent and Share Force, which I think could be a defensive move, but could also be like a forceful offense move. And Share Force is also a special ability, so yay! Okay, so now let's look at their design. So as I said, Pablo, just by its look, it doesn't look like it's gonna be in Legends ZA. So that's like the least one guy. And then Piplup as well doesn't really look, even though its stats are good. So I guess we can kind of like keep him in for his stats. But let me see. 300 years later. So this was a very hard decision, mostly between Piplup and Sobble, but I think Sobble is gonna be in it for like I think Sobble is gonna be in it for Legend CA. So now we have Sobble and Snivy. Now let's choose our fire starter. Okay, so for our fire choosers we have Tepig, Litten, Scorbunny, and Chimchar. This is gonna be fun. So let's start with Tepig. So in the games, Tepig evolves to Pignite at level 17, and then to Emboar at level 36. Honestly, I can kind of see this guy being in a Legends Arceus game, but morely like the regular games than Legend games, like for its actual generation. So his HP and attack look really good with a solid 65 as the HP and 36 as the attack. But then defense, speed attack, speed defense, and regular speed are all the same as 45, so that's not so good. But we're still at a total of 308, so but that's still quite bad. So Tepig's special abilities are Blaze and Thick Fat, which apparently is one of his hidden abilities, and I don't see what Thick Fat does. I would think it would make you like Tepig is kind of already fat, so I would think Thick Fat would make him more like slow. But it's a thick fat, so it'd either make him more slow or maybe more fast. That might be why it's a hidden ability, you know? I'm 100% positive we can take Scorbunny out now that we already chosen Sobble as the water starter, so we can take Scorbunny out of the picture. Next up, we have Litten. Okay, so game-wise, Litten evolves into Torcat at level 17, and then into Incineroar at level 34. Nice. Okay, so far just by looking at this list is looking pretty solid. So HP is at 45, which isn't that much, but attack is a solid 65, which is awesome. Defense is 40, so that's not very good. Speed of attack is 60. I love that. Speed defense is also 40, which I don't really like. And then speed is a solid 70. Awesome. And that leads us to a total of 320. Oh my god, that is so good. So, Litten's special abilities are Blaze and Intimidate, which sounds like a really good dark type move, which apparently is also Litten's special ability, hidden ability. So, that would be awesome. So, game-wise, Chimchar evolves into Marnferno at level 14, which I would get him to a higher level, but that's just my opinion. And then he evolves to Inferno at level 36. Okay, okay. And again, kind of like Tepig, maybe like the slightest bit, I might see this guy in a Legends game, but more of like a regular game, you know? Okay, I don't think we really have to go over this much, because it's pretty much the same. HP, defense, speed defense is all 44, attack, speed attack is 58, which isn't, neither of them are that impressive, but speed is a solid 61, so that's nice, which leaves us to a total of 309. So for Chimchar's special abilities, we got Blaze, of course, and then we've got Iron Fist, which of course is a hidden ability. So yeah. Okay, now we gotta look these through. Okay guys, I have decided that the three Pokemon Legends ZA starters that I think are gonna be in the game are Snivy, Sobble, and Litten! Woo! But if I didn't, like, my close second options would probably be Turtwig, Piplup, and Scorbunny. Those are my Pokemon starters that would probably come in close second for my options, but the main three that I do believe are going to be in Pokemon Legends ZA are Snivy, Sobble, and Litten. Okay, guys, tell me what you think of these starters in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!